Welcome. My name is Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just after it's 5:05 a.m. actually on a Friday for me. Welcome, Tom.
All right.
Uh, things have got crazy. Okay. Uh, let me just share this to start with. So, welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Please note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other and we're not financial advisors. There is a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. I'm not in any trades now. I'm out of all of the ones I had. Um, how are you today, Tom?
I'm good. I'm in a bunch
Yeah,
of trades. Yeah.
yeah, good. Obviously, or not obviously, but there was US news. Where are we got aid? We'll go there. There was obviously the US. Where is it? There we go. Oh yeah, the Fed rate decision stuff, but there was what the hell? Where is it? It's not sentiment. There was some news came out yesterday. It'll be gone by now. Yeah, okay. So it US dollar died down. Say UJ if we can know USDCHF. No, UK. No, okay. Oh well, it was in relation to the Aussie dollar then. So whatever news it was, US. I can't remember what it was. I don't know, but yeah. Can you remember, Tom, yesterday?
No, I don't remember.
Inflation news? I think it was inflation news.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so. I think it was PPI or something like that, wasn't it?
Uh, you might be right. Anyway, whatever it was, it basically just against the Aussie dollar, basically bombed it. It just pushed it back up again.
I'm up
So
35 on this one.
yeah, because you got in on that long, and we got a long there. That's what we were talking about, wasn't it? Through Monday through through the week was it going to push down or we were going to get a push back up before it pushed back down again? And that's what it's done. So I've I had an order on this. I've not got in that trade because it didn't push down past that point. And then it got along on the daily. Well, actually, it probably got along on the 4 hour before the daily. Is that Yeah, it would be. Uh, I know it's still one on the same day. Okay. So what was that? Where was that long? Oh, that was in the Asian session, and then London it pulled back down again, and then off it went. Okay. And now it's out the other side of the rail on the 4 hour. Right. Okay. Well, I certainly missed that opportunity because I didn't set up a buy on it. But that's okay. So what I've basically got to do is on those orders, I've got CAD and US, so I'm going to get rid of those orders so they're not sitting there because they're for entry down here. Okay. So what did you look for, Tom? You just looked for that long, did you?
No, shrink the 4 hour down just a little bit so I can see all of it.
I'll do this.
Oh, there you go. Uh, Broke the trend line.
Oh, yeah. Broke this trend line. Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
I waited for the push, which was that green candle. It broke the trend line to the green
The first
candle.
one. Yep.
Yep. Gave me my
Yep.
pullback candle.
Yep.
and
You
then
had the
another green candle, and I knew it had to break that short to the left. So I took and moved my entry to the green wick right there. You see the short?
yeah short there, yeah.
Yeah, you see the green wick right before the red candle, just three candles over? Yep. Nope.
Yeah, that one there.
Nope. Go up one.
Oh, that one there.
Right there. There's your entry.
Oh, you didn't have your entry at the top of this one.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No, because
it's up
this
there.
could easily say, you could have, well, for you would have got the long, and then this
Mm,
could have pushed up a little bit, tapped the bottom of the green candle there, where right
mm,
before the short, and then turn around and come back down. So rather than
mm-hmm,
risk it, I knew it was after Tuesday.
mm-hmm,
I broke my trend line. I
mm-hmm,
got my signal to buy,
mm.
and then I just gave myself a conservative entry
Yeah, okay.
and then got in. So now I have a long on the daily, right?
Yeah.
You
And
have a long on the
along,
daily?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So now all I'm doing is I'm letting this run. This is my primary trade. If
Yeah,
this
you're looking
comes
for,
back and stops me out, it stops me out.
yeah, but you're looking for buys.
But I'm only looking for buys at this point.
Yeah. And it will do a pullback.
Yeah, of course it will.
Yeah.
So I have my fair value gap set up.
Yeah. And where's your
Right,
stop?
right now, it just reached the 618 on my overall drive forward. So I'm looking
So what
for
you're
a
saying is you entered there. Where'd you put your stop?
at that last red long wick. Yeah, right there.
That one there.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Welcome, Darren. How are you? Rested?
Yeah, I'm still away, but got a quiet night tonight, so lots of drop in. We've been busy
Yeah.
entertaining guests and things the last week or
Oh,
so. Not
of course you have,
yeah,
Darren.
a lot of,
In amongst all the oil sell off.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Entertaining. Oh, gee whiz, I tell you, that's pretty good life.
Yeah, a bit tired now, though, so let's have a few quiet days now to finish off the holiday. So,
Yeah, sure. And how are you going with your trading at the moment?
whilst I've been away, well, I've not all I've really done. I think I've entered a couple of trades, but it's not been many new ones, and moved a few stop losses around, and that's
That's it.
taken a couple of losses as well. But
Yeah,
that's about
yeah.
it. So still in quite
Okay.
a lot of trades, hell of a lot of trades. I'm still sitting in. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And
that's about it
mostly
really.
positive, or are they pulling back on you?
Well, they've sort of been in and out. Positive initially, then in drawdown, and
Hmm.
quite a few of them are pushing back into positive again.
Okay, it's good. All right. Lovely. Yes. Well, oh, just is that a beer, a wine, or
Oh,
what are
beer,
we?
that's a bit.
It's a beer tonight. Okay, right. Thank you. Well, Tom, yeah, well done. So you just looked at and the long. So see, yeah, I didn't look at that last night, but my last night, sorry, which is London Open, which would have just pushed it back down again, would have had the long, and then you get the pullback, and then off it goes. Okay. So from that line there, that's the start of the week. It pushed down a bit and then basically went sideways. I think we talked about that through the week, through the Tuesday, Wednesday, and then off it went.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Good. So now I'm out of that. Right.
Well, I've been in AUD CAD since about the
Yeah,
8th
back
of
up here.
August.
Oh, we'll go back to the daily. Yeah, since up here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's September. Oh no, you've been in since this one up here.
I'm in for the buy, the long,
Oh
from
my
about the
gosh.
8th of August. So it pushed up
Pushed
very
up.
nicely, then pull all the way back, and now it's pushing up again.
You didn't
So
move your stop loss?
I'm about to do. I'm about to do. I haven't, but I'm about to do
No,
now.
but
It's
you
pushing
didn't
up.
after the first push up. You didn't move your
No, I
stop
didn't.
loss up.
No,
You just
no, I didn't.
you left it down at the bottom of the wick somewhere.
Correct. So now we've got
Wow.
another long, and it's pushing up again. I'll move it now to below
To
the.
the bottom of that long.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just two very different views of or not,
Yeah.
sorry, they're not different, but two different ways of strategizing this between what Tom does
Yeah.
and what you do, Darren. It's like
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Because on here, it's when you got in, that's probably come to drawdown or nearly break even, and now it's taken off again.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've still got your TP up at the rail.
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, your lines are working.
Yeah, the lines are working again. Yeah, yeah. It was something weird yesterday. I don't know. It was obviously trading view. We had a situation yesterday, Darren, where the lines would come in and then suck
Yeah.
back
No,
up.
I had the same thing on my phone. I was trying to adjust stop losses, and I've had that for the last 48 hours or so, trying to adjust
Yeah.
stop losses. As I was trying to do it, they just disappeared again, and I had to keep refreshing. And yeah, no, hopefully that glitch has been sorted now.
Yeah.
So it was a nuisance.
Anyway, so that's good, Tom. So you made a decision there. That's interesting. Because if you had have got in at the top of that, what you're saying is you don't know whether it's going to continue or it'll just go past the trend line and then drop back down again.
You don't know if it was going to break that top red candle.
This short, you mean?
No, the one next to the long.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the top of that
Okay.
red candle. You don't know if it's going to break it or not,
Yeah,
or if it's going to pop up and just do the sweep of liquidity
and then go
and
back
then push
down.
back down.
Yeah, true.
I'm willing to just be more conservative and say I'm looking for a longer trade anyway.
Mm,
And it pushed so hard it blew right through my entry.
yeah. And so potentially this now, well, it is going to do a pullback and then potentially another, and we might get a short, long, and then back in again.
Right. Or
Okay.
it just may do a pullback
And then go, yeah,
and
like a
roll.
roll, what you call a rollover. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. We just watch for that. Fair enough. Okay. Let's go down through them. I've got a bit to do today, so I want to try and get through all of them if we can. Okay. AUDCHF. Same. Gave us a long. Look at that. Bloody hell. We've been talking about this all week. It's like, oh, will it do that? So where will it give us a lot? And it gave us a long. So long on the daily, a long here. Right. And you're in this from that
Yeah.
long, probably. It came back
Yeah,
to
I am.
entry and now it's going off again.
Yeah.
And that long came in on Wednesday. Oh, no, I didn't see that, I think. All right. Gee, it moved a considerable amount though, didn't it? Oh no, it's 111, but it's still considerable amount. Right. So it's just a lesson for me in here with this, looking at this potentially for the sell, but it just spiked down and then off it went in the opposite direction. And with that long, did you take any trade here, Tom, or?
No, I missed this one.
Okay. Okay. Got the long on that. We do the pullback and then off it goes. Like that's again, I mean, the pullback, that was actually even though that looks like a buy candle, it was really just pushed down to sell out after that push up, and then it took off.
Yeah, see, it never gave me my white pullback candle
No.
or green
Yeah,
pullback,
yeah.
or
You
no,
mean the
red
red
pullback
one?
candle.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't take the trade.
Mhm. So you're watching every candle on the 4 hour. Okay, it's cool.
I'm not watching every candle. I'm watching for when it shows the you get these engulfing candles.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that it's going to keep pushing up. So I'm
Mm.
looking for a push, pull, push. It
Yeah.
just never gave me the the
The
pull.
pullback, yeah. Even though that candle is actually really a pullback candle.
Yeah, and I could have used it, but I just didn't trust it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And by
Mm.
the time that third green candle hit, it's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. Yeah, it's gone.
It's just
Yeah, yeah,
gone.
yeah. Okay. ADJPY. Yeah. Well, it's now got along and it's coming back up. You got knocked out of these, Darren, didn't you? All the JPYs you got, or you still in some? Oh, Darren's not there at the minute. That's okay. Um, yeah. So we haven't got along though on the daily. We do though on the 4 hour. So not something, and look, we've got that pullback push. There's nothing significant there other than it has broken the trend line.
Mm-hmm.
So we're waiting for a long on the daily.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So again, I have my trade set up right there at that green candle.
This one up here,
Nope, right in the middle.
that
You
one.
see that? No, in the middle of that green candle.
Sorry, say which green one
Grab that
across
trend
this.
line again.
Yep, got it.
Drag it down one candle to the green wick.
That one there.
Now go halfway. Right there.
Oh,
That's my entry.
why halfway?
Because that's a breaker block. That's structure.
Oh, there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
No, just that last green candle. The very
Mm,
last green
mm,
candle
mm,
is structure.
mm-hmm.
So in order for
Okay.
this price to go up, it's got to beat that structure. Well, if it only goes up and hits the bottom of the wick of the green candle and turns around, then I know it's going to be a pullback on the higher time frame and is going to push down further. If it
Mm-hmm.
breaks this green candle with the wick, then I'm looking for a buy. And where do I think it's going to? I throw my fib on from the bottom of
Up
the
to the
long to the
let's
high of the short. I find
oh
my 786. I mark it out. 786 to the 618, that zone right there. And I'm looking for this to push up to that zone and then play around in here for a minute. If it's going to go back down, it's going to tell me a short or give me an engulfing candle or your
mm-hmm,
trend green red trend line is going to change or whatever the
mm-hmm.
case may be. That's what I'm looking for. If it keeps going, then it's going to test that short at the top. Yep, that's what I've got set up right there.
So for it to continue up, it's got to break that short, which is the same short if you look there, it's the same. The 4-hour and the daily are exactly the same.
Right. So what are the chances of it breaking the daily and making a new high? The daily short.
Oh, well, it's a 50-50 chance, isn't it?
Right. So that's why I take the 786 to the 618. And if I get a short there or an engulfing candle or
Then
whatever
it's going to
you
sell.
use, then I'm counting on it to break this long down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
But I'm
But
setting
if
my
it
trade
breaks,
up.
but if it breaks, if it goes past the 618, 786, and it's potentially going to break the short at the top.
That's right. That's why I'm looking
Mm.
for buys at this point.
Yeah.
If this pulls back and says short, but doesn't break the long, then I'm going to buy the
Mhm.
long to take it up.
Mhm.
But that's why I give myself such a big entry and stop loss, because my stop is at the bottom of that last green wick
Mm.
above the long.
Oh,
Yes, that's my entry. Entry and stop. Now let's see if it goes up there. If it's not strong enough to beat that structure, I'm looking for it to beat the long it just created.
mm-hmm. And in the event it comes up, taps you in, and then pulls back down again, well, so what? You either get out or you wait for it to hit your stop loss.
No, because the idea behind it is if it goes up and it doesn't break and says short, then I'm looking for it to beat the long.
Yeah, true. But I'm just
But if
saying,
it pulls
it,
up
yeah,
and says short, comes down, and then all of a sudden I get another long down here without breaking this long, then I'm looking to buy.
yeah, yeah. Well, correspondingly, you potentially have a long lend on the daily at that
Right.
point. But what I'm saying though is this could come up to where your entry is, tap you in, and then pull back down to your
Yeah,
stop.
of course. Of course. Anything's possible.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anything.
Absolutely.
You're looking at trapping it.
I think we're just done
Mm.
going down for a minute. That's all.
Hmm.
Now, if this rolls over and doesn't give me a long or doesn't give me a long and a
Yeah.
new short on the daily, then I'm assuming this is just going to continue down.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Let's go AUD NZD. We'll just get through to them. Oh. We don't have a long on the daily, but we did have a long. This was back at the start of the week. It rolled over. That's a good example of a rollover, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You got the short to a long, pulls back down again, but no short or long, and then off it went. When was that? That was on the Tuesday. Okay. Or the end of the Tuesday. So that's sort of like another end of Tuesday example, isn't it? It just goes off in another direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. AUD Singapore, it did the same. Look at this. Now we don't have a long here on the daily. We do have a long again on the 4-hour. So again, it's not sort of near where okay. And the AUD USD. They've all just done this like through the week. That's the end of last week. Push down, now push back up again. Move that off the short there. This is like on the daily, a rollover, isn't it? Now the test will be, will it break that short? It's at 618, nearly at the 71. Will it break through that or will it come back? Did you get any of this, Tom, or? This is the AUD USD. Oh, he's got his mic off. That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize my mic was off. No, I did not get any of that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm actually letting it come back.
Yeah.
Because we're already in the zone, the 618 to 786 zone.
Yeah.
It hasn't beaten the short. So here I'm looking for a pullback, no long, no short, roll over, and keep beating that short.
All right. You reckon it'll beat the short? Okay. Potentially. No,
Potentially.
Yeah.
If it's going to go up, it has to beat that short.
Mm-hmm.
But because we're already in the zone and it's Thursday,
Yeah, okay. All right, let's keep going down. CAD CHF. We've got a turn on that. It seems to be doing. We've got a long but no short. Okay. And maybe the short will come in soon. It is a sort of like the end of the trading week. For me, anyway, it's the last sort of 24 hours. It does all weird stuff. CAD-J. Now, I got in that for the sell. It came back up, hit me, and now it's still going back down. I'm really contemplating that because I had trailing stops on these. Look at that. It came and broke it, and then it's just pulled back down again. So I've sort of been really thinking about the benefits of having a trailing stop with with these trades or not having it. And for me, no, I don't know. I think if a trade's going to come back and not push, it's probably not worth staying in the trade and letting a trailing stop take it out anyway. Because it does tighten it up. But on the daily, we got the short, but we don't have a long on it. We do have a long, then a short, then a long again. We don't have a short. We've got no long here. So I'm still a bit like I'm unsure of what potentially could happen at this point. Well, I know what could happen. It'll either sell or buy, but the point is will it break this short up here? Or will it break the long back down here? A lot of these JPYs are still just mulling around. Anyway, CHF, JPY. Same sort of situation here. Well, I got on the day, we've got the short, but still no long on it. It's interesting how the Swiss franc has gone a bit soft again. It's definitely broken the wick down here. I don't know, Tom. I just all these JPYs look like they're just going to sell further.
Mm-hmm.
Based upon a couple. Anyway, we'll see. All right, let's go euros. Euro AUD. All right. We got it from the top, it poked back out, went short, dropped back down again. So it hasn't really, we've still got the long, but it has pulled back. And out of the 4 hour, I mean, we've got, oh, well, for me, I'm just seeing triangles and stuff like here. So it looks like it might come to the other side of the rail before it'll push back up again. And if I go, I won't, but Euro NZD is the other sort of pair. Similar on this. It's still on a long, but it has done a pullback basically this week. So Euro CAD. Oh my gosh, that's a bit different. So yeah, AUD has just kept pushing down, and you got Euro CAD has done in the last day or so a push back up. Look at it, it's just really still got the long off the daily. It's just choppy, isn't it? It would be hard, Tom, to get something out of. I mean, even you would be having a setup there, and then it'd come back down, do the long push back up, do the short, unless like it didn't break that short. So another short, you potentially would have got a trade out of that, but now it's just pushed straight back up. Quite significant. Okay, what was that in relation to? Was it? Oh yeah. Wow. Well, it did. The euro actually lowered the interest rate that much. 4.25 down to 3.65. What's that? That's like more than 0.5, isn't it? Like half a percent. Wow. So it's what they said they were going to do. When was this? This is on the 12th. Yeah, okay. So that's what moves that then. That's a big move, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And inflation rate's about to come out in the Canadian. Oh, gosh. Rightio. That's sentiment. And that's inflation. That's not until next week, though. Rightio. Euro CHF. Yeah. And that was, again, it's nothing changed here, though, on the daily. We don't have a long, but we do here on the 4 hour. This is news, absolutely. Let's see whether this is actually the turn. It'll potentially pull back and then either push back up again. So the Swiss franc has quite weakened off a bit. Look at this, like euros lower their interest rate and we get this spike up. All right, okay. Euro GBP, a slow grind up. We don't have a long on the daily. This one would be really hard to pick, I think.
I'm already in there.
For the buy?
Yeah.
It's really choppy.
Mm-hmm.
Big wicks, big engulfing candles. That's pretty gutsy effort in your part. Oh, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right. And Euro JPY, again, more sellout. It's nearly taken, where is it? Yeah, it's close to taking out the prices up here now, but it was there. It's 100 pips off taking out that. It's just doing a pullback at the moment now. Well, the point is it may not. Hang on, let's have a look and see what it's done, because it's really close to we might, oh no, we'll go from here. Look at it. It came back down to 88. Is that a sign that it's going to break the low?
I don't know. I'm in it for a buy.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
but you got no long over here.
I know.
All right, okay.
It also failed to break the long on the left,
Yeah, I know. But
and it failed to come back and break the long that it had created
well, at the moment.
at the moment. Exactly. So if it takes off, again, I set my trade up from the short to the long, throw my fib on, throw out my 888 or the 786 to the 618. And I'm anticipating it coming back to that zone before we either get a further drop out or changing direction.
Okay.
If it comes back down, stops me out, so be it.
Let's see. All right. You're at NZD. I have a sneaky suspicion this is going to sell further, but that's just me. All right.
Yeah, I'm in this for the sell too.
Yeah. You're at NZD?
Mm-hmm.
What's the Euro AUD? Yeah, same. So you're AUD, NZD? Similar. Oh, we got the short now, eh? Okay.
Again, that short needs to beat the long at the bottom.
Yeah.
If it pulls down halfway and turns around and
He'll
gives
give you
a
another
long,
long. Yeah.
looking to buy it back up.
Yeah.
I'm playing those shorts and longs against each other.
Yeah. From the daily to the 4 hour. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rightio. Euro Singapore, which you don't trade, but that's given us a long on that one. Okay. Where is it in the rails? Yeah, it's outside. We've got no long here yet, though. Looks like the euro. Well, so far. Let's go Euro USD because you see, yeah, all the euros they lower their interest rate and then bing, off it goes. And this may be what will happen with the US dollar too. After next week, was it Wednesday or something? Isn't it, Tom? They'll look at lowering, but all the news now that I've heard is they're probably only going to go 0.25%, like 0.25, rather than 0.5 or 0.75 or whatever they're going to do. We're going to do because the inflation figures weren't as low as they wanted them to be to have a larger interest rate cut. But it's interesting to notice, I suppose, Darren, too, that, like the Euro lower their interest rate considerably, and they get a kick up in the strength of the Euro. Quite a which is sort of opposite to the way we we tend to see it. All right, GBPs.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Sorry, Darren.
I say yes, that's right. Yeah, it's
But the market's seeing
unusual.
that as a positive at the moment.
Mm.
And that may be the same situation in the US next week. But I still keep saying, and I have for weeks, that the market has been a bit all over the shop, really, because I think it's waiting for that US interest rate decision. And we'll just see what happens from that point. All right, GA. Look at that drop back down. It's pretty significant. No short off there, a short here. It has broken that, but yeah, there's no, I wouldn't have been able to. Well, I don't think I could have forecast necessarily that sell there. I was looking at it to buy further up and just didn't come outside the rail on the daily. That's okay. So the British pound against the Aussie dollar, even though the Aussie dollar strengthened against lots of the other, it looks like British pound is, it's in the short term just dropped off. GCAD though, look at that. Really choppy this week. Look at it on the daily. All right, GBP CHF.
Yeah, it still didn't give you your short, huh?
No. On this, it didn't give us anything.
No, look at that.
And you got a short, long. It's just bouncing up and down. And it's quite like that's 120 pips up and down. Like and within like 1, 2, 3, 4 candles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or as you would say, Darren, candles for light, not handles for forks.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't get that, Tom, but they're 4 candles.
Yeah.
Okay.
The two Ronnies.
Yeah. There's the couple of comedians, and one goes in the shop and says, I want 4 candles. And so the guy goes
I've
and
seen that.
gets 4 candles, and he goes, no, handle for a fork.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite. Look at this, like half a dozen candles up there, but 4 candles to push it down. Like that's just crazy stuff, isn't it? But anyway, and then GBP CHF again, also too a big push up. So you've got GA, look at this, a drop like that, and then GCAD, GCHF, like just such a pushback up, strength. Just, and then GJ, oh God. Are you still in any of these, Darren? I asked before.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I
Oh
am.
God.
I'm still in quite a lot of
It's
these
so
JPYs.
painful, isn't it? Well, I got in
It's,
them and then they pulled back and just knocked me out quick.
no, these JPYs have been tormenting me all year, haven't they? Really?
They had, well, both of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we've got the short on there back down, and we've got a long on the daily, on the 4 hour, but nothing on the daily yet. So that's where my dilemma is, Tom. Will they break the long or the low? Like it's really close down here, right? Or will they or they break the short back up there? Yeah. And at the moment, I don't know. Balance of trade, what's the other thing? That's balance of trade too. I don't think any of those are going to make any significant. I still think it's some US news next week, but we'll see. GBP NZD, the drop off just like an AUD. So I think that there is the sell, like we've got the long, no short on the daily, but we've got a short on this. So I think this will sell. And so, look at where I put this here, an entry on this one. Anyway, GN. So I'll have a look at those when I get back today. GBP Singapore. Look at the long on here, push back up again. So much. Short, we've got a long short and down it goes. It's here. I think we'll get a pullback and then push back up again. And the GU. Oh my gosh. All right. It's still on a short. Let's see if it doesn't break that. What do we got over here? Well, it's made it to the 50%. We'll just see how it goes from there. What news is coming up? Oh, that's just sentiment. Retail sales, they're down. Oh, so inflation rate's coming up next. When the rate decision comes out in the US, you're going to have, before that, there will be inflation rate for UK. Previous was 2.2. Oh my God, that is low, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the rate decision, they reckon only. Okay. No, it's going to be a tumultuous week, I think, next week. Audio. NZDs now. NCAD. Oh, there's a push up on that too. Comes down to a point, isn't it? And then it's just pulling back up on it. We do have a short, and this is like the pullback it needs to happen. You probably wouldn't have gone into that, Darren. No candles out. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
No.
Did you get in? You
I
didn't
didn't get in it. I'm sticking to the candle body outside the rail rule at the moment.
Yeah, but I didn't know with my rails might not, they're further out than yours. It could have been.
They are slightly further, but it's still only.
It still didn't. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
NZD CHF, same sort of thing. New Zealand dollars. pushing back up again. And NJ, look at that. See that long on that one back? I'm still of the thought it's gonna, this is just a little pullback it's doing before it sells back out again. And you, oh, gosh. Again, a pullback. Let's have a look here. Oh, if it doesn't break that, it's going to have to, yeah, okay. I think it'll sell further. It's having a little bit of the end of the week push back up. All right, Singapore Japanese yen. Again, that's dropped off. I think we're still looking for further drops on this. I know you don't trade it, but that's what I'm just saying. All of the JPYs for me, I think they're all coming to get the long. UCAD, right. There's a short there. You wait for the long. You looking to buy this, Tom, or are you already in it?
No, I'm waiting for the buy. I've already got my trade set up.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I'm doing too. Oh,
I'm
you
in
would
the
have
buy.
been in it for the long. Yeah, okay. Lucky that wick didn't come down to your low there, Tom. Darren.
Yeah. No, that's right.
USD CHF. I think also too this one will again I think the news next week will have this push back up. But I'd be waiting here. What have we got? Oh no, it got a long. Oh, we might get a short. Okay. So I'll be waiting for a short, then a long to get into this one, I think. What do we got over here? Well, we got a long and a short. Oh, we don't have another long yet. Okay. And USD JPY, that has broken. See that? That's what I think is gonna happen to all the other ones. Still going down. Darren, sorry to say that, but I think the JPYs are going to break down.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm out of this one. This one stopped me out. So.
Yeah, me too. But we've got a short there. It's well out of the rail. We're going to look for a long on it. We do have a long though here on so it depends on whether this will break that low. If it doesn't, then I'm looking at this to start to go back up again. And USD and Singapore, that also too. You can see where it's sitting down here, just going sideways at the moment. Not something interested. Wow, gold. Look at that. Wow.
I'm not in gold, but I'm in silver, and that's done something silver. I'm in that for a buy, silver. So
that's it. Yeah, and silver's pushed up too, but hasn't broken the previous high. But in gold, like that's a massive push, isn't it?
Yeah.
Broken that high and off it's gone. And this is a little bit of a follow-up, Tom, of what you're saying. You know, you've got the long there, it's pushed up, done a rollover, and then up it goes, and it just keeps going. We haven't got a short on it as yet. I think that'll come. The short will come next Tuesday when the rate decision comes.
Right, and look at where that long is on the 4 hours compared to the daily.
Yeah, down here. Oh no, it's even further. It's over at this one. It's there.
Right.
It did come back and break it, but then push back up again. This has been the last couple of weeks, really, of just sitting around there, and now it's spiked off. This is probably just a push up before we get a real significant drop off. They're just taking advantage of it. Is that like an all-time high? Is it? Let's go to the weekly. Well, as far as my records are, 2012, like that's the high. It's pretty significant, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Could have bought yourself some gold bars back in about
Yeah.
2012, or maybe just a bit later than that. You'd be
you'd
be
be
laughing
buying
now.
in 16. Yeah. Well, it was down at like 1,000. It's like 250%. Like, okay, so the thing about it is apparently China's buying up heaps of gold and India as well. All right. Now I don't think, and Bitcoin's jumped up. That's all right. It's not going anything crazy yet. Depends on what that does when the interest rate. Oil though, oh my gosh. It's done a little pullback in the last 24 hours, but that's quite a big drop though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It broke that low. It's coming down to break some of this, most recent low, which is 63. Like it's still pulled back up, but that came down to 65. I think it's looking like it's going further. I don't know how this is happening with with the unrest in the world, but anyway, it's just what it's doing. We've got a long at the moment. Will it break that short? That's the thing. All right, and cocoa. Well, obviously things are pretty tough, and people aren't buying too much chocolate. Well, there you go. That's the crazy week that it is and was. I got into a few trades and got knocked out of a few, but that's okay. It's the way it is. Let's see what happens next week with the interest rate US. It'll bump things around, but it may normalize the market a little bit. How are you? You still have your Darren? You still have your the bots running in the background? How are things?
Yeah, they're still running. Yeah, yeah.
Still going okay?
They're still going okay. Yeah.
Oh, good. All right then.
Quite happy
That's
with those.
interesting.
I've added
All
another bot since then. That's a different one. So I'm trying a few of those at the moment.
Okay.
That's a Euro USD bot. That's all it is. Just trade Euro USD, and that's up about 20% in the space of in about 2 or 3 weeks. So
Is that from the same guy?
no, pretty different. It's another one
Okay.
I'm trying. Yeah, so yeah, trying a
one
few of
you're
those. Interesting. So
fair enough. Oh well, good. You'll be able to give us the updates, huh? All right. Well, that's it for this week. Let's see how it pans out for next week. I'm sort of I think I'll be out of it on Tuesday, but anyway, we'll just see how we go. Thanks for dropping in there, Darren.
yeah.
You're not back next week. It's the week after,
No, yeah,
isn't it?
I'm back next week. I'll be your next scheduled call. I'll probably be on a plane about that time.
Yeah, no
Coming
worries.
back, so it'll be all Tuesday morning, my Monday evening
when market opens. Yeah, okay.
So I'll miss the Sunday evening session.
Yeah.
back from Monday evening. Yeah.
No worries. All right. Well, it's good.
Okay.
All right then. Thank you very much. Thanks, Tom, for your input as well. We'll see how we go. And what did you say? You're in AUD CAD. That's right. All right. Let's see how that. Give us the update on that one, will you?
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay.
All right then. Have a great
Okay,
weekend,
see ya.
everyone. Take it easy. I got a full-on weekend
You.
coming.